What's up, YouTube? This your boys. We back at it again. Team C4. We locked in already.
Yep.
Um, man, everybody just playing classic deck too.
Yeah, I had to bring it back. We got some new support. Thought I support it out again. Even though last time I took it out, it performed pretty well, but it was with a different engine. This time I went more for a budget, more pure build. I'm playing Salamagreat.
He's only playing because he has Ghost Rush.
That's not true. That's not true. I like to play it, and I got the Ghost first. I think we'll put it like that. But I'll just go ahead and give you the rundown.
What we cooking with?
All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and doing the triple Foxy. I think right now in this build specifically is the best normal summon because 90% of the deck is Salamagreat cards. So this is always hitting something. You're always adding something. So that's really valuable. Another one that we're playing at 3 is Triple Tiger. That's one of the new ones. This is actually really good because you can discard and proc the effect of Gazelle. So, and plus it's a free body basically as long as you discard a Salamagreat card. Yeah. I'm doing double Salamagreat of Fire. That's also another new one. It's the new Gazelle. I was playing it at 1 before this. And honestly, you could play 1. You don't have to play 2. I just bumped this up to 2 because I got another one and I thought I'd try it out. But I feel like 1 is fine, honestly. Doing 2 Weasel. It's the new Spinny basically. That's the way I look at this card. You get to special summon it for free if there's 2 or more, I believe. Salamagreat monsters in your grave. Yep. So free body, level 3, all Mirage plays, really good. Also, it gets you a draw card, and then it's like it can help you play around like evenly and imperm stuff, because you can put it at the bottom of your deck. When you synchro XYZ ritual, or I can't think of the last one, but when you summon one of those, you can special summon it, or you put it at the bottom, special summon a monster from your graveyard, and draw a card. So you give them a body, and they can't evenly match you.
Cooking.
Double Spinny, because you're already doing double Weasel. There's nothing crazy there. And let me see. I'll show you the 1-ofs now. The 1-ofs we're doing 1 Falco, 1 Gazelle, the best 1-of, 1 Fowl, 1 Jack Jaguar. Now, my reason behind this, why not 2, why not 3? This is so searchable in the deck. And if you really need it, you can bring it out with all Mirage. This is just a free body. Another level 4. Gazelle, the best 1-of. Falco, just another name. And then for the hand traps, just the other monsters in the deck that are not salads. The honorary salad. I say honorary because it's fire and it's just really good in this deck. You can just keep recurring the card.
So you've been asked 12 times?
Yeah, that's crazy,
Yeah.
Drone lock. This is just my personal preference. It could be anything else. It could be Nib. It could be Imperm. But Droll is really strong in this format, so we got to play it. And that's it for the monsters. The spells now. Triple. Circle. Best searcher in the deck. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too much to say about that. Triple Will of the Salamagreat. You may think that it's excessive, but I think it's just really good because you can add it off of Foxy like I was talking about earlier, and it's just a solar charge. Who doesn't want a solar charge,
Right.
Double, talking about charges, double charge, Salamagreat charge. I don't know how I feel about this card. It seems like it's really good, but at the same time it's just like one of those meh effects. But for the most part, this is not bad, I'll say that. And then here we're doing double Transcendence. This card is basically just Sanctuary in quick play form. If they stop your play, if they stop your search of Sanctuary, you can just use this instead, which is really good. If this gets banished, you still have access.
Spell, right?
Yeah. And then it's also quick play form, so you can do it on your opponent's turn. I don't know why you would do it on your opponent's turn, but I guess it could come up. Sure. That's it for the Salamagreat spells. Honestly, if you wanted to, you could cut that Transcendence. But, I mean, it's fine. Double sign it. You're already running 3 circles, and then you play more of this, you're just playing more to draw. So the one call by, because every deck that wants to go first
probably wants to use it.
Yes, exactly. Double roar, double rage. It's just for we bet we up the count. So Foxy, that's why I say Foxy is really good. It's always gonna come back to the Foxy. Searchable, and now with the new link that we got, it's even better. And that's it. That's 40 in the main. 40 in the main. Now, for the extra deck, we're doing the one Almirage. It's just, you could say that, but honestly, the only reason this is actually really bad in Salamagreat, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's not the best because it doesn't have any effects that really relate to the Salamagreats. The only reason I'm doing Almirage is because I'm trying to go into the pure route. That's about it. And then we're doing triple Balinks. Still the best link one. Search your field spell. Nothing too much to say. Protection for your other monsters.
Okay.
And then here's the boy himself. Triple Sunlight Wolf. You know. I hear some people cut it down, but I just think that 3 is just too good for the grind game.
Ghost rares are so pretty.
Yep. You know, had to get them, you know, before they spiked up in price. Which I don't think is going to happen, but, you know. Doing double Helio. I know this is like a blast from the past because nobody plays this anymore. Again, I'm just doing very pure Salamagreat deck. It's also really good if it could spin the back row, and then it could also help you OTK because you can target a card in your graveyard and then zero out a monster or make it the same attack as whatever you targeted in the graveyard. Also, the bounce effect, the spin effect is not a hard once per turn, so if you relink it, you can spin again. The new one. This is actually, I thought about this card being okay, but it's actually really, really good, honestly. I could say that. Because literally the new combo is you just end on this guy with a Rage and a Roar. So you get to pop 4 cards non-target with a counter trap. Which is really good, and you end up with cards in hand. So you end up with a bunch of follow-up in the graveyard, 4 pops, Omni Negate counter trap, and more than likely like an interaction in hand. So I don't know. This guy is actually performed pretty well. And yeah, I'm doing 2 for the I'm doing 2 because the relink effect is actually really good. It just recurs. The grind game is insane with this. The most booty not XYZ Synchro.
Oh, not booty.
I don't even want to say nothing about this card. It's just extender, honestly. The 1 XYZ, and yes, the 1 Fusion. You might say, why are you playing Violet Chimera? Again, this is the pure build. Honestly, if you really wanted to play this version of this deck, it's super cheap. It's super cheap. That's why I went and built this, just in case budget players like want to play for fun and still compete. You could play this build. It performs really well, super consistent, and it's cheap. The only reason I'm doing this is because it's an extra name and another Salamagreat card, and I'm also taking spicy card in there. I'll show you in a minute. Now for the side deck, mainly it's just preference beyond some other cards. Time purposes, Dogwood, Fire Kaiju, because it's really good in the fire deck. You know, you could recur it back as well. You could do Kurikara if you really wanted to, but I don't know, Kaiju just kind of beats the Kurikara because you don't have to wait for your opponent to activate an effect. So I guess it's better in that sense. And also, since we're doing pure in a very, I guess, mono deck, doing triple Gozen because you don't care if you get locked.
Nope.
You know, you wanna, if your opponent is one of those decks that like to have multiple attributes, this is amazing. You can side it in, not gonna hurt you at all. And the other, the one for types. So you, yeah, exactly. You're not making anything crazy, like anything besides Cybers, and then some decks struggle to just keep the one at type. So it's for those types of decks. Going first purposes. Back rule, hate. Feather Duster, just for back row. Twin Twisters is more like it synergizes better with the deck because you want to discard and you can actually proc your Gazelle effect if you have it in hand. So it's just like small synergy there.
So Twisters over Cosmic?
Correct. It's also better in time, and like you don't care if you send stuff from your hand to the graveyard because that's kind of what you want to do.
Most of the salads happen in
Correct. And then the one of the spicy tech, Fusion of Fire.
Not for the fusion?
Yeah, this actually can OTK. You can OTK your opponent with this card. Make the Violet Chimera. And if it's the only reason I was actually maining this, but I ended up putting it inside because it wasn't performing like I wanted it to, but it's because maybe I wasn't like, I don't know, using it right. It's been so long since I used this card. But I would say sided against decks that have a bunch of link monsters. Like you just get a salad on the field, fusion, use this link, make Violet Chimera, and then you can go into the Heatleo line, and that's how you OTK your opponent.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, yeah, that's about it. That's
If anything, y'all should know from this video. I just want to put this out here for all the people who are, if you're just watching our videos to get deck profiles, just to see what we're playing. If you like our content, just for our content. Every person who has came on this channel and has put a deck profile up has put time and effort into the deck profile. Mm-hmm. The hero player that we have, Kyle, has been playing heroes ever since he got back into the game.
Very
Chris
consistent.
has been playing salads. So it's not about how much money you put into the deck, and it's not about how.
And that's honestly the reason why I put this deck together. That's why I built it the way it is. You may say, "Oh my God, he's playing all the old cards, the boo boo cards, whatever." But it's a very budget deck that you can make for very cheap, and it's very consistent. And I actually got first place with it.
Right.
So if you know your deck and then you like the way it performs, you could actually do really good with it. Especially with the new cards that this deck got, it's pretty decent.
Stick with what you know. That's the rule of the game.
Exactly.
But you know we're out here making better players, so you already know.
Yeah.
We're here. We do it. Team C4. We out.